On New Year's Day this evening, we're talking to St Albans City manager Ian Allinson at Vauxhall Road, where the Saints' 7-match unbeaten run has ended with a 2-0 defeat to neighbours Hemel Hempstead Town in National League South. For Hemel, Ian, their unbeaten run in the league now stretches back to the end of September. But the first 25 minutes today, that record looked to be under threat. We had a few chances, putting pressure on them, but they got the goal that, well, it changed the game.
Yeah, I think probably the worst time of the game really for us, because I felt we totally dominated that first, well, as you said, that first 5 minutes we had a couple of half chances, and then I felt after that we totally dominated the game, and we just got naive, David. For me, we allowed a ball to bounce where we should be getting on the ball, meeting the ball as it comes in. We've allowed it to bounce. They've got in behind us, got a corner. We've not reacted to the corner. They've then moved the ball back, and for me, we didn't really react for sort of a couple of minutes there in terms of going to press the ball like we've done for the first 25 minutes. And then they put a ball into the back post. I think Tarek should have defended it better. I think he felt it was going out for a corner, and to be fair, the laddies reacted behind him and got a cross in, and I think Dean's gone and he's pushed it in his own net really. So it's frustrating, because I felt for 25 minutes there we were outstanding. I felt we took the game to them. We had a few chances. Reese has hit the post. I think Zane's had a shot that the keeper's dropped, and we've had 2 or 3 Mercers had a shot that's just gone past the post, and so we've had 3 or 4 really good chances, and really on top, really looked like we were going to take the game to them, and just through a little bit of naivety really, and it's just cost us, because we've gone 1-0 down, and then it became just a really scrappy game. Second half, to be fair to them, they disrupted everything. They time wasted, a lot of time. The referee didn't move it along very quickly, and a couple of naughty challenges went in, which I felt the referee should have been a little bit stronger with, and they just disrupted the game, and in the end they got a second goal with us chasing it.
Well, second half going downward slope, we didn't really use it to our advantage. We overhit too many passes, and although we had a few chances, particularly headed by Sam Merson, we couldn't put any sustained pressure on them. No,
we had a couple of chances. You say Sam's header that was stopped on the line by the fullback, and Sam had a couple of other half chances. I think he had one where he played a great little 1-2 with Charlie Walker, where he snatched it again, where another touch maybe might have been better, and he was clear of them. So we just, I don't know. Second half, I felt we were not at the races in terms of the quality that we've shown this season. I felt the effort and the commitment was there, but some of the quality let us down second half, and I think we got a little bit frustrated, and I think we just got a little bit enwrapped in the game with what was going on, and just the stop start, and it totally sort of took away some of the momentum that we had, and some of our quality was poor. I just said to the 2 fullbacks, I thought both fullbacks today, the quality was poor from them in the box. I felt the wide men never really got good quality in the box, and when we got good areas, we overhit it, or we never missed the first man, and I think that's what's let us down today. I think the effort and commitment was there, but some of the quality, especially in the second half, we got too wrapped up into what was going on and off the pitch really at times.
We made one change at half time. You perhaps concerned by then?
No, Tarek had a bad ankle, so it was whether we put an extra forward on to try and get back in the game is what we did and what we didn't do. But it was just trying to really, a bit 1-0 down, we could take a bit of a chance and just try and push a bit extra body in there, which was Zane, but we never really got hold of the ball in the second half, David. We never really passed the ball like we did in the first half. They put an extra body in midfield. We brought Jordan Parks on as well, so they just sort of nullified each other out in the end, and we ended up starting to go long, and we never really got any quality going forward in the second half.
Prior to Christmas, there was 3 points separating top 8 clubs, I think it was. But picking up 1 point out of 6 over the Christmas New Year period, we've got a bit of ground to catch up now.
I thought we won at Wealdstone, didn't we? So there's 4 points.
No, so 1 point out of 2 games.
Oh yeah, so yeah, no, well, we knew that. We knew it was going to be a tough period, but we're Wealdstone and Oxford and Truro before that, so we've picked up points in them games. So as I said all along, it's going to be a long, hard season. So we've just got to go to play Chelmsford on Saturday now and try and make sure we pick up 3 points. But even if we don't beat Chelmsford, the season's going to take a long time before it gets sorted out, and who's going to get in the playoffs and who's not going to be in the playoffs. So we've got lots of games there coming. As I said all along, I believe we've got a squad here, and if they believe in themselves a little bit more in terms of what we're trying to do, is that we'll be picking up points today, but unfortunately we've been undone again, as I said, it through being naive, especially in a time when we was totally dominating the game, and we really were looking to go and get in front ourselves. And I think if we'd have got in front, I think we'd have gone on and won the game. But as we said all along, football's all about fine margins and fine decisions, especially from some of the officials at times. And I said to you just now off camera that we had Zane Banton sent off on Boxing Day for a challenge which was less than the challenge that their eights made in the second half on Shaquille. So you have to have a little bit of luck, you have to have a little bit of consistency, and you have to have times when, if the luck goes with you, you're going to win games of football. Today it didn't go with us at the times when we needed to do it, but I felt it was a little bit of our own fault today, that we were just naive when we were on top at 0-0, totally dominating the game, and we just allowed one or two things to happen through probably just being a little bit naive from that side of it.
You mentioned Tarek got an injury. You also mentioned off camera about Sam Merson's leg not looking too good.
Well, the challenge down the side here, it's right in front of me, so I've seen it. It's been raked down the back of the Achilles. For me, it's done on purpose. That's an awful challenge, and yet you've got two officials, you've got a linesman the same side as me and the referee, both thought it was just a push in the back. I've tried to show the referee now Sam's Achilles and his calf. He doesn't want to know, but as I said, at the end of the day, people like myself will know when people are trying to do somebody. And you've also got the situation when referees, as I said, if you've not played football, you don't understand when a ball challenge is being put in. There was no attempt to make the ball. It was a ball that was in the air, and he just got raked straight down by his Achilles. It's gone now. It's nothing we can do about it. We've just got to try and mend Sam and get him fit for Saturday.
Well, talking of Saturday, you've mentioned Chelmsford in the past as the best side, you think, in the league this season. You've got to go into it without Zane Banton, the 3-match ban, and a possible couple of injuries there as well. Yeah,
and that's what we've got to do, try to take stock on Thursday, where we are with everything. Just patch one or two up today, and hopefully we'll be fine for Saturday. I mean, we've got a squad now at the time. It's the first time we've had a squad, as I've said to you, of 18. Obviously we lost Zane down to 17, so we've got a squad there. You can only use 3 of your 5 subs, so I think we've seen already this year we've gone with 3 subs on the bench at times, so no excuses. We've got to go and face Chelmsford. It'll be a tough game. I watched them a few times now, and we know how tough it's going to be, but as I said on the day, our fancy is against anybody, but we've just got to stop this naivety in terms of what we do and when we do it, because it's going to cost us in the long term. We can't give silly goals away like again today. Poor goal. First goal was a real poor goal. There's no way the guy should be scoring from the angle he was. He was on the byline. Harris ended up in the back corner. It's scandalous, but the ball should never arrive there in the first place, because we should have dealt with it before then.
Of course, our home record's not too great at the moment. A couple of draws, a couple of defeats last couple of home league games. It's a big one to win, because it then closes a gap on the top sides again.
Yeah, exactly, and that's all we can keep doing, is keep trying to win our home games, trying to win every game. I mean, as I said to you before, I don't go into any game not trying to win it. It's not a situation where we set up to defend. We've always played the same system. You said there, if Reece Williams' goal goes in the first few minutes, maybe a bit different game today. But we've not really had a little bit of luck today that we needed. And in the end, we've been undone through 2 silly goals really. I mean, the second goal again, we've got enough bodies back there. We've allowed them to get across in. But it's been a tough game. It's a tough league, tough season. So we've got to just keep doing what we're trying to do. Keep trying to win games of football. And then when our opportunities come along, like they did in the first half, we've got to take them and not get undone by some of the stuff that's happened that led up to the first goal, and also the second goal, where we've had enough bodies there, but we've not put a challenge in to stop them getting the cross in.
You've seen Hemel twice in a week now. Do you think they're strong enough to stay in the top 7?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I think there's enough teams in this league to see what they've got. They've got enough quality about them. They've got some good players around them. And you see with their bench today, bringing Jordan Parks off the bench, and James Kolotsky is a massive, and Antonio Germain. So they've got a good squad here. If they've got a few injuries, that'll be the side that's going to test it, whether it's going to be. So I think most sides this year are exactly the same. If you get injuries, then you're going to struggle. I think you see how we was when we lost our centre halves, how much we struggled. And we've managed to get them all back now. We've obviously got to try and patch Tarek up as quick as we can, see how bad he is, patch Sam Merson up, see where he is, and then take it on Saturday, and then see where we come. But at the end of the day, as I said before, I fancy us to beat anybody in this league on our day, and we've got to make sure Saturday's our day.
Lovely, thanks so much, Ian. So Saints next in action this coming Saturday, the 6th of January, when Chelmsford City are visitors to Clarence Park. National League South match. Kick-off is at 3 p.m.